Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful Friday morning in the San Fernando Valley, and we are today at the Canoga Park Early Education Center. Yesterday we were at Non-Lux Elementary School in STEM, and we did a wonderful tour. We're going to do the same today at the Canoga Park Early Education Center. So let's go in. Here we go. We have all our signage here. Very good. Start the screening. Okay, 6 feet away. Okay, here we go. So all these early ed centers have these camera, which is a good security piece. Good morning. Good morning. You must be Miss Camille.
Yes, I am. How
Wonderful.
are you this
I am
morning?
fine, thank you. And you're our
I'm the office manager here at Canoga Park Early Education Center.
office manager. Wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, so what do I have to do this
So
evening?
if you could please review these questions. Do you have any of these symptoms?
No, I don't.
No, you don't. Okay, great. So let me get our scanner sent into your temperature.
Sure.
Okay. If you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Okay. Let's take it one more to be sure. Okay, great.
Okay, and I have my QR code. Yep,
Okay.
I'm ready.
Awesome. You're
I am ready for you.
So
Okay.
now I'm just going to check you in by scanning this. Just one second. Okay, there we go. You're all checked
I'm good?
in. Yes, you are.
And I'll sign in
Yes, please.
with a clean pen.
With a clean pen.
Okay. All right.
Alrighty.
So where is our principal? There she is. There she is, Miss Vazquez.
Good morning.
Good
Mrs.
morning,
Schmerelson.
Sarah. Good morning.
Welcome to Canoga Park Early
Thank you.
Education
Thank you.
Center. I see
Thank
that
you.
passed our screening. I'm
Thank
glad to
goodness.
see
Yes.
you. Happy Friday, and I'm glad everyone is healthy and happy
Yes.
and here and ready to go.
Hey, I see you have a water bottle with your name on it.
That's great. This is what we're going to have our children bring, a water bottle from home.
Okay.
So that with their name written on it, just like mine, so that they can refill it any time outside at our automatic contactless water fountain. All the other ones are closed off so that we don't have germs and sharing the fountain. So,
But what happens if you forget your water
oh,
bottle?
you know what? I'm going to give you a little bottle whenever you're thirsty. We have
Oh,
plenty
thank
of
you.
these.
And you know, I like the idea of little bottles because those big ones people waste and throw them
That's
away.
true.
So this
That's
is
true.
great. This is great.
Absolutely.
All
So
right.
keep that one,
Thank
and I'll
you.
leave one for our guests.
Oh, I'll have one for Tara too.
Excellent,
Okay,
thank you.
sure.
If you would like, we have extra gloves, and we have sanitizer here at the check-in, and we also have the pedal kind of sanitizer where you just
Oh,
step on the
let
pedal,
me try that. All right.
and then it comes out,
Right.
and you can,
Right, no touch.
no touch, there you go.
All
Don't
right.
press the pedal too hard,
No, no.
accelerate away.
No, no. So I'm ready to go on our
All
tour.
right, let's go. Let me
Okay.
show you our room. We're opening one room on Monday. We're so excited. So we're still working on it.
Okay.
And this one is not the one that's going to open, but since it's the entrance, near the entrance, I'll walk you through here.
Sure, sure.
And I'll show you how we're getting the room set up for the kiddos to come back. They're each going to have their individual workstation with their own chair and their own table and their own shelving area to store their toys and writing implements and whiteboards and blocks and manipulatives. Although they're not going to be open like that, that's why we purchased all of these, and that's what we're going to work on Monday. the staff is coming to start preparing all of this for our children, and they will be putting individual boxes with manipulatives for each child's work area so that they don't have to mix with them, and they're all clean for their daily use. Besides keeping them separated in containers, we also will sanitize daily. And all throughout the day, there's disinfecting going on, especially in high-use areas where the children are touching doors or faucets, or that will be sanitized constantly. But then at the end of the day, we also spray indoors and outdoors with that mister that we have been trained to use.
Ghostbuster mister.
The Ghostbuster mister, there
Absolutely.
you go. So this room, as you see, is not completely ready, but we're working on it.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
So, I was told that we doubled the capacity for a cleaning crew. Do you have a double crew here now?
We sure do. We're
Excellent.
so fortunate that we have a full-time attendant.
Great.
We have a half-time buildings and grounds worker that we share with another site. And yet, we still have another contracted custodial personnel
Wonderful.
that comes full-time
Wonderful.
to help clean and sanitize regularly, all day long and at the end of the day for sure.
That's great. Great news.
Indoors and out.
Great
so let's
news.
take a look at the first opening room.
All right. So we're going to be using this room.
This is the one that we're going to use. It's our room 3, which is going to be our preschool collaborative classroom, where our special education children are working together with our early education students who are in general ed. And together they have 2 teachers, one for each of the groups, as well as 3 assistants. 1 assistant for the special ed group, and then 2 additional for the gen ed group. So you've got a good crew of 5 adults to these 12 children who are starting out. And if you'll notice, we've marked the floors with directional arrows and little feet to stand 6 feet apart as we line up either to go outdoors or to the restroom. But then we wouldn't be going this way to go to the restroom. We're keeping the flow of traffic, and the teachers will guide them as we're in the room.
I hear you. Yeah.
And we got this wonderful new equipment
Oh,
that
wow.
we just set up, and we're not ready to use it yet, but I understand that it will allow us to have a camera that follows the teacher through face recognition or something like that, where they can walk and then it's on while they are Zooming with the kids who are at home learning virtually.
Great.
But that is yet to be used in the future.
And you know, Sarah, that's why I think it's so important that we start school now, just to get all the bugs and all the kinks out of these things, so that when we start next year, we'll be ready to go.
I agree, Mr. Schmerelson, and starting with a small group like this is going to help us see all the little kinks and glitches that we need to work out in a safe environment.
Okay. All right.
So shall we go outside?
I'd like to see the restrooms. Can we see the restrooms?
Absolutely. That's a great place to go because those are ready for them. They're all sanitized. And you'll notice that we have individual stalls for the children.
Okay.
And not every single one is used.
Let's see.
I believe we're going to look at this one. This one, every single stall can be used because we have a solid divider between the stalls. And so here we have 3 children, but only 1 child can wash hands one at a time. You see how we blocked off this area, do not use.
Right.
But we do regularly train the kids to wash their hands properly.
How do they know how long to wash their hands?
Actually, they know very well because under licensing regulations, we have to have them use soap, rub the hands together under the running water for at least 20 seconds. And they have to sing a song, or that's what helps us allow them to use the 20 seconds. Some teachers use row, row, row your boat 2 times. Or Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star 2 times, or the alphabet song. So as long as you keep them engaged while they're sanitizing their hands properly, we're good with that. And that happens a lot during the day, several times.
Excellent. And I'm sure they're supervised in the restroom. So is there someone making sure that they wash their hands thoroughly?
Absolutely. There's an adult staff member right outside that guides them verbally and keeps things going and making sure that they're all distanced properly and washing their hands long enough and drying them off.
Wonderful.
And ready to eat or ready to work in the classroom.
Okay, we're going to go outside now?
Yeah, let's take a look. One thing we're so excited to show you is that we are an outdoor classroom, Nature Explore outdoor classroom site. There are, I believe, 11 of us who are opening early because of that. And so we have a lot of nice outdoor area. And should we go there? Yeah, I'll show you how.
I've been here before in the summer to see what a wonderful experience it is for the kids to learn about nature and plants and things.
Exactly. You were here at our grand opening.
That's right.
I remember.
That's right.
Mrs.
Beautiful.
Schmerelson.
Just beautiful.
So right now we're putting up a tent just for the entry from the parking lot for the staff.
So this is the staff entrance.
The staff will naturally enter from the parking lot because they park their cars. So we'll have a little station here with the thermometer, just like you went through with the screening questions, the daily pass, and then screen them with the temperature check and let them sign in and come in. If they have more than 99 degrees Fahrenheit, we'll give them a little time to rest and see if maybe 5 minutes later they're a little lower. If not, they need to leave because we cannot take any chances. We want to keep it safe for everyone, the adults as well as our.
That's a good idea because sometimes when just running to school or walking to school, you can elevate your temperature a little bit just by moving around, so you give them a second chance to see if it's normal. So this is for the quarantine?
So this, we decided to try out the quarantine area outdoors so that we can isolate, actually the isolation area, in case someone is not feeling good or has a temperature. If it's a child, they'll be supervised while they're in here until they're picked up. We'll have a cot for them. Or even if it's an adult who's not feeling well, they can be at least isolated away from the rest until we figure out.
So the isolated person would be picked up through this gate here? Is that how we work it?
That would probably be the best, so that we're outdoors.
Right.
And I think that that's a great idea.
Yeah.
As we go along, we're planning.
We're learning. We're learning on the job. Absolutely.
And that is the best idea, to stay outside so that there's less contact.
That's great.
So now I wanted to show you that here we're planning a storage bin to put all the extra furniture that we have. You can imagine that if we only have 12 children in each classroom, we've got some extra tables and chairs that we don't know where to put because we need to have some flow of traffic space in the classroom. So they will be stored inside the bin once we get this cemented place, the container place.
Okay.
So now you see all the picnic benches along the way and Sandbox over here. We're planning to get sand very soon and a cover for the sand. We cleaned out the sand so that it would be fresh for when the kids come back.
Right.
So we're going to get fresh sand, and over here, as you see, remember, we're not going to be using the traditional water fountains, just so that there's not any contact with drinking.
Because sometimes the kids put their mouths on.
Sometimes they do.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And if you'll notice, we have benches all along, spaced out. We can still use our apparatus, but it will be sanitized daily at the end of the day so that it's fresh and clean and disinfected for the following day.
That's great.
I just wanted to point out the blank mural, the blank wall, which is where our mural is going to go. So you remember,
Absolutely.
you helped us get that grant.
Was that Canoga Park Neighborhood Council?
It was the Canoga Park Neighborhood Council, thank you so much, that approved a mural project on this wall.
That's great.
And we already have a design for our Nature Explore outdoor classes. That's where it's going to go. And we just got the check. Thank you, Canoga Park Neighborhood Council. We so appreciate it.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
Thank you, Mr.
You're welcome. Oh, I see a nice shady area. Got a place for down.
And that is exactly what it is. We call it our gathering area. So in the morning, if you go outside to play, we gather at this area to talk about review our rules for the day and what it would be like to maintain the distance and also not actually touch the same toys. And it's going to be a little bit of a process to get used to this. But we have it kind of planned out, and we'll work as we go through it. We'll make adjustments as necessary. People even eat their lunch out there because outdoors it's going to be nice weather and it's shady.
And it's healthier.
And it's healthier, and they get their own food from food services every day in their own individualized bags, and they will take it outside if we choose to go outside and sit at their own individual bench to eat, and they can still talk to each other.
I see these that look like log benches, like in the Old West. And these look like enormous Lincoln logs, right?
So that's to build a Lincoln log big house.
This is nice. Rustic, very
It
rustic.
is. That's what's great about the Nature Explore Outdoor Classroom. It's just they have an interaction with nature, and they're able to explore with even just visually or with iPads. Sometimes we come out here and take pictures with iPads of little creatures, ladybugs, butterflies, and then incorporate it into our curriculum. It's a wonderful place to learn
So
and have
hopefully all
fun.
the children's centers can have an outdoor.
I think that's the goal. All the centers are looking forward to getting.
Yeah,
the
all our
nature
kids
explore.
deserve that. They certainly
Yes, they
do.
do
They
indeed.
certainly do.
And here's the other sandbox. So we had two next to each other, and there's just a lot of sand. So now we strategically moved it
Smart.
to this side, and then we'll put our container over there.
Very smart. Very smart.
So there we have the outdoor classroom. This used to be, if you remember, all black asphalt. There was no nature at all. Now they have this big wide field of grass to run over, and of course that entails a little bit more maintenance and watering bees.
Yes, but
but
it's
it
worth
looks
it.
wonderful and it's worth it.
Hey, this tree is very cooperative
Yes.
because if you can see, a giant branch comes over and covers this area too. What a cooperative tree.
It really is. A lot of nice shading, right?
Yes,
All
absolutely.
right, let's go to this side because I want to show you how the parents will be. We've already directed the ones who are coming. Instead of the front where you can meet, we're going to come in through another street called Valeria, where they're trimming trees right now, by the way. And then we're going to try and drop off while in the park.
I see. I see. What about this? Is this a water filter?
Mr. Schmerelson, exactly.
Show me
that's
how
what-
it works.
I need to refill my water, so all I have to do is open my bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even have to. I can close it off. And then I put it under.
May I?
Of course.
All right. All
There
right.
you go. That means there's less contact and less germs. And
Very
it's
nice.
filtered.
Very
We're so
nice.
excited to have that. We don't use the old one.
Great.
More benefits for doing work outside, either coloring, drawing, painting, socializing, whatever.
So, you know, I like the idea of these cones because not only do they keep you 6 feet apart, but they keep you from falling.
That's right. That's why we put them in.
Yeah, that's smart. Very smart. Very smart.
Here's our tricycle path.
Oh,
The stripes are all.
wow.
Not for you, Mr.
No,
Schmerelson.
I don't want to break it. No. Wow.
But we'll be using the tricycle path outdoors. That's a great physical activity
yeah.
outside and keeping our distance.
And our kids eat more and more just, is this a bird feeder?
Yes, it is. And we have nature all over. There's a learning going on every moment out here.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, tell me again, what is this tree? Who are these?
So this is the parent tree.
Okay.
to think of a way to drop off and pick up efficiently and safely. And so we have the cones set aside for 6 feet apart in case you're walking to school. Some of our, be careful. Yes, so some of our parents come with a stroller so they can wait out here. You're allowed to come in and drop off their child. But the cars
We picked the noisiest day to come to Canoga Park, but it's okay.
We're trimming the trees.
Yes.
But this sidewalk is going to be clear after the signage goes up where it's a loading and unloading zone for our
So
children.
no parking.
There will be no parking
good.
in the neighborhood during certain hours, so
Good.
that the parents can drive up. Our staff will be out here like you and me with the roster, and we're going to ask them the questions that you had to answer.
Let's go, because I saw the question.
Yeah, good questions.
Mine's up here in the stadium.
And over here we'll have staff, at least a couple of staff members, asking the questions and taking the points. So, just like when you came in, you're still good.
Oh, I'm still good, thank you. So, you know, these kids, a lot of times they really can't answer questions about, do you have chills, do you have symptoms, so the parents will be answering those questions,
Absolutely.
right?
So the parent will be the one to tell us how their child is feeling, because they know better. So that's when they woke up or last night.
Plus, you'll give the kids a once-over with your eyes to see if they look okay too, right?
Exactly, that's the typical daily health check. We have extra masks in case we need them for the child. Sometimes they drop it, let's say in the gutter, or
Yeah.
they forget it in the car. It's okay, we have extras. They're all disposable. And we also have sanitizer available. And gloves in case the staff needs more gloves to handle. After all, we are going to walk them into the classroom safely from here.
Well, let me just tell you that parents should feel absolutely confident when their kids come back to this site that they're going to be safe. They're going to be safe, they're going to learn, they're going to socialize, and that's really important. So,
It is.
you're doing an excellent job.
Oh, thank you so much.
Excellent
I
job.
can't wait. We're all so excited for them to come back.
I hear you.
honestly.
I hear you.
Yeah.
We'll hear the noise. All right. Okay, thanks everybody. This was a great visit to Canoga Park Early Ed Center with Principal Sarah Vazquez, and just doing a great job. Just doing a great job for our kids. Thank you.
Come back and visit.
I'll be back. I'll be back.